No one will be left behind that does not want to be one who serves. And Ashira, July 13, 2016. One who serves, channeled by James McConnell.
Ashira channeled by Dr. Susan Sammarco.
Web pages: www.meetup.com, Ancient Awakenings, and www.ancientawakenings.org. Note: these messages were given during our weekly Sunday Prepare for Change group in Glendale, Arizona on July 10, 2016. One who serves. Greetings to you. One who serves here. Have you come back from your little trip here? An experience of a pulse of energy, as we gave the James here just prior to the meditation. He was very much unaware of what was to happen today. But we wish for you to understand that this pulse coming from the galactic sun is very real. It is not a figment of someone's wild imagination. It is a very real phenomenon. What you have spoken of earlier about the sun when you spoke of this. This is a very strong part of all of this. Your sun is changing. Your sun is evolving here. Just as you are evolving. Just as the earth is evolving. The entire solar system is evolving. The entire galaxy is evolving. Your sun is going through a major shift in consciousness as well. As this shift continues to develop, it will open up to allow more of the pulse of energy to come through. But it is associated with more of the consciousness of the entire solar system. So as the consciousness on the earth shifts more and more, it will shift the consciousness of the solar system and the sun more. The trigger will then be given for that pulse of energy to no longer sit out there, but to make its way quickly. It will not take years. It will not take decades. It will happen instantaneously. You can begin to understand this possibility. This energy will come through this gateway and hit all the planets in the solar system, as well as the many spheres that are here. They have been here for a time now, and they have been minimizing this energy. Not the full pulse yet, but many levels of energy have been coming through and bombarding the planet. The Sphere Alliance, as you know them, have been filtering the energies. They have been helping hold these energies off. And you may be saying, why? Yes, you want these energies to come in because you have been acclimating to them, as Sananda has said several times. But many on the planet are not yet acclimated to this. This is why the collective consciousness of the planet triggers the pulse of energy to come and create the evolutionary shift in consciousness. It will be instantaneous for many, and it will be a process for others. So you have to understand that everyone is an individual and responds to these energies in different ways. Just as you are doing now. Some are experiencing the movement through the veil even now as we speak. Others have not yet experienced that, but will. Do not be concerned that you are being left behind. No one will be left behind that does not want to be. Please understand that, and put yourself at ease. It is all a process that is happening as it needs to. It is all being orchestrated, as has been said many times. You are going through this shift and you are experiencing it in your own way. It is different than when we went through it. You are having similar experiences, and yet you have different ways of experiencing it too. It is happening for you individually. That is our message as one who serves. Now, to be of service for your questions. Ashira is standing by. Question: as we move along our path, do we feel and hear others in the collective consciousness? One who serves. As you move up in higher vibrations, as you move up in dimensional frequencies, you will experience so much more than you are aware of at this time. You are behind the veil here, or as James liked to say, you are in the matrix here. You are kept from seeing beyond the veil or beyond the programming that is here, except for those who are awakening, as getting the glimpses we have spoken of many times. As you move up in frequencies, you are connecting more with the consciousness that is there. It has always been there, but you have not been fully connected to it. But you will have access to the entire collective consciousness and know you are one with all. Question: I was reading a channeling that talks of 12 original beings that turned 12 times 12 into 5 million beings. Is that a true statement? One who serves. It is somewhat accurate, but you must understand that it began with one. The one split into two, and so on and so on. The 12 you are speaking of would be archangels. They are the beginning of this process. See?
Ashira. We would say that if you have an opportunity to look through the Kabbalah, you would find many sources of information for you that you may find beneficial for your understanding. Question: you talk about evolution and everything seems to be moving quickly. Is that in line with the quickness of the technology evolution too?
One who serves. That is correct. At this point now you are moving through an evolutionary leap in consciousness. The full leap will occur when this pulse of light fully hits the Earth after it moves through the solar system and so on. You are experiencing now much of the beginnings of this entire process. David Wilcock has been very accurate in describing the changes that come every 26,000 years on a cycle here. This is what is occurring now. This is at that cycle, at that point where this shift is about to happen. It is in the process of happening, but it will happen more fully and create what you would look at and we would look at it as an evolutionary leap in consciousness at that moment. That is reflective of higher consciousness everywhere. As above so below, and as below so above. Question: it is difficult for those of us in this room to watch how slow things are going, but things are really going fast. Is it our perception of them? One who serves. That is correct based on your programming here and your perceptions. But from our point of view things are moving very rapidly here.
Ashira. Yes, very rapidly. It is interesting, you shared, that things seem to be moving more rapidly, and yet it has always been moving rapidly. The truth is that there has been a great deal of advancement with the computer age on the planet. A great deal of movement in a whole new direction. If you spoke with someone in the industrial age, for instance, they would speak of the world changing so rapidly. There is an appropriate timing for everything. At this time the technology that you are aware of seems to be moving very rapidly. As human consciousness is striving to catch up with it in many ways. So the leap in evolutionary consciousness that is coming in will help prepare you for the new world that you are entering. Question: I would like to share what happened during the meditation and ask a question. I would appreciate any insight on this. I experienced 3 pulses. My head initially received the pulse and it was like my head was turning clockwise on my body. As each pulse entered, my body rotates counterclockwise. This was much more intense than I have had before. Ashira. You are fortunate to have so many wonderful experiences in your day-to-day life. A wonderful experience in this meditation, was it not? We are happy that you had this experience. We would say that your awareness of the pulse and its change in frequencies is what caused the effects in your body. This is how you are rising through this storm of activity that is going on in your life and in the rest of the world as well. Be open to wherever this leads you and know that for you in particular, this is a change in energy, a change in vibration. It is affecting you in this way. Make sense?
One who serves. Yes, this is what we speak about here when we speak of everyone having a different experience with these types of things. You, yourself, are experiencing the energies the way you would. The idea of the vibrating or the rotating here is attuned to your Merkaba, your light body here. So, everything is progressing for you specifically at this time. Are there other questions here? If not, then we release channel here. As you continue in your day-to-day activities, everyone, continue to believe and you will see. This is a key here. We have not given this lightly here. It is a key to bring you into the next golden age here. A key to move you through the various dimensions, and into the higher dimensions, because as you move into the higher dimensions, you will be using your imagination more and more. And your imagination will become more and more real, because as you imagine something it will immediately manifest. So therefore it will become a key to your thinking process, your thoughts, how quickly they come. You will begin to use your imagination in the same way. Imagination is thought on the higher planes here. Shanti. Peace be with you. Be the one.
Ashira. I am Ashira. As always, it is a pleasure to be with you today. To share in your conversations. Listen to what you are talking about and seeing what you are experiencing. So many channels around the world are bringing messages speaking of the imminence of what is to be and what is happening. So many speak of the shift, and so many speak of the opportunity if change in one's life.
As one who serves said, imagine. Spend time every day not only in meditation but spend time imagining. Believing so that you can see. This is a shift in vibration for you. It is a shift in manifestation for you. This is a shift time for you. Not only a transition but a shift time. The less time you spend in the 3D program, the more you will be spending time in the 4th and 5th dimensions. We know that you watch movies. We know that you have opportunities to read books and to meditate. You have opportunities to look at the world and understand what is happening out there. But we know those in this group, those who read these words or listen to them, know that you are moving forward. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should in the right time and the right place. Everything is orchestrated for the highest good. Each of you is doing exactly what you are to be doing at this moment in time. If you have a moment when you fall short of where you want to be, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Know that you are moving forward in spite of whatever you may say and whatever you may do. Be conscious of it and forgive yourself. Know that you and your family and your loved ones are all on this road and everyone is moving exactly as they should. I give you my love and my light. Namaste. Channeled by James McConnell and Dr. Susan Sammarco. www.meetup.com Ancient Awakenings. www.ancientawakenings.org